Summer is well and truly here. I've got my snazzy sun hat on and we're going to go through everything that I've made in my me-made wardrobe and my sewing space for the summer months. So grab yourself a stiff drink because this is going to be a long one, but I'm hoping it will give you some inspiration for your summer sewing. Hi there, I'm Christine, the Gemini Stitcher, and welcome to my sewing rail. Yes, the rail is out and it's full of everything that I've made from the months of April, May and June. And oh my goodness, there's a lot of things to go through. So the way we're going to do this vlog is I've categorised them into dresses, tops, shorts, pants and jacket stroke cardigans. I'm going to run through them all. I'm not going to go through pattern details because it will take too long, but popping up as I'm talking will be the pattern company, the pattern sizing and how much fabric you're going to need to make the garment. So they will pop up here, here, and along the bottom here as I'm chatting to you. And then at the end, I'm going to do a catwalk. I'm looking over there because I'm going to take it out into the sunshine in the garden. So if you're after seeing how these garments look like on, you need to stay to the end and then I do my garden catwalk. So the first category we're going to do is dresses. So I've made a whopping 8 dresses for the spring and summer. Even though I said at the beginning of the year I don't need any more dresses in my wardrobe. The patterns are just beautiful and there's fabrics out there that scream out to be made into a dress. So what's a girl gonna do? We'll start with the one I'm wearing. This is the latest pattern from my Handmade Wardrobe's Weekend Sewing Club and it's the Sun Rays Summer Sundress. It's got very good bra hiding straps. Now I've done a fully working button placket at the front. You can do it without or you can do it with just a faux one or just sew the buttons down for detail. However you want to do it. Mine is just above my knee, well mid-knee level, that's comfortable for me. And then the back has got elastic channels in it or you can do it with shearing elastic. Love this summer dress and I can see there being more of it in my wardrobe. But I don't need any dresses, do I? Dilemma. So this is dress number 1. Moving on to the second one on my rail. This one is the Seasons of East Summer in New York dress. It's one of those dresses that looks better on than off, so please wait for the catwalk at the end. I've made it in a floaty viscose that I got from Fabworks last summer and it's been languishing in my stash and it's now been made up. This was done as part of the sew-alongs for the beginner capsule wardrobe collection. So if you want to go and find out how to make the Seasons of East dress and make one with me, I will pop the link for the sew-along below. Dress number 2 is the Hinterland dress from Liberated Patterns. This is the one I rescued from my Aspen dress that was a disaster, but I rescued it and made it into a Hinterland. It's got embroidery along the bottom that I did on my embroidery machine. I've put cute pink buttons on the front, self-made bias binding in some pink fabric inside, and it's been made with a cotton chambray. I think it's, well I know it's from Pound Fabrics, but they call it their lightweight denim and it's in the dark blue colour. So that is dress number 3. Dress number 4 is from the Summer Lovin collection from So Different Patterns, and it's been made in their own Summer Lovin fabric as well, which is absolutely beautiful. It's sold as a cotton poplin, but it feels lighter than a cotton poplin weight, but so smooth and beautiful to touch, and feels great on as well. I've done it with the ruffle neck detail in a chambray that I also got from So Different Patterns, and the side sashes I've done in the chambray as well to go with it. And I wore this loads when I went to Cape Verde, and it is definitely coming on my cruise with me. The next 2 dresses are together because they are the same pattern, and again they are from So Different Patterns, and this was the Paradise Found dress that was in their Christmas gift box that they did, and I do believe this pattern is going to be available from September. So this is the fabric that it was in the box, and I've made that one up, which is absolutely gorgeous. But then I also have made it in this beautiful viscose linen fabric. The background is like a powder pink, and then it's got ochre, burnt ochre flowers, large flower print on it. I got this from Sew Me Sunshine, but I don't think they've got any of it left. Now the Paradise Found dress has French darts at the front, so the darts come from quite low down on the bodice and go angular and up instead of coming in from the side, and I actually prefer those darts. And then on the back it's got a top button placket, and then it ruches in from the waist on the back, which cinches it in the back, which means you don't need to put waist ties on it. And it's a very flattering A-line dress, but with a defined waist. The next dress is one that I hacked as part of my capsule wardrobe sewing collection, and it's from the TEIFI cardigan by Itch to Stitch Patterns. So the top down to there, the bodice is the TEIFI cardigan with the button down front, and then I've just added a rectangle and ruched it at the waist to make it into a dress. Now this fabric I got from Little Legs Fabric. It's a cotton jersey. I believe it's a stuff design, and I fell in love with it as soon as I found it. So the last dress is the Ladera dress, again from Itch to Stitch Patterns. It's a shirt dress with a faux tie waist. Very clever how this tie waist has been done. And I've done this one with the invisible placket, so there's a faux placket on the front, and then underneath is where your buttons fasten. And I found that process really interesting. Fabric's from a shop that was closing down. Sorry, can't remember the name of it, but it's a floral print chambray fabric. So let's move on to tops. The first 2 tops are the ONIL top. This is a free pattern, and I've made mine one in, you can't see the lines on this I don't think with the sun, but it's a cotton linen, and it's got a variegated charcoal cream with charcoal variegated lines on it. And I got this from Fabworks. Now this top you can make out of a metre of fabric, so it's a great scrap buster. And I loved it so much I've made another one in what I had left of the Paradise Found fabrics. And yeah, love this top. On the pattern, the sleeves have elasticated cuff on them, but I've left mine open. because I think it makes it more airy and breezy. An easy, breezy, easy to make top. Next up, I've got 3 tops that I made, and these are the My Handmade Wardrobe Mix It Up tees that were the launch of their weekend sewing club, and it was a free pattern. So if you join the weekend sewing club, you can do it from, I believe, the 20th. The membership opens again for next month. So the 20th of July up to the 30th of July, you can join back in with the weekend sewing club, and you will still have access to the free mixed up tee pattern. So I made 3 of them, and the idea is the top's woven and the bottom is jersey. So this one's been made in some heart anglaise fabric scrap that I had, and some of the stuff fabric that I made the TEIFI dress in. So that is mixed up tee number 1. The second one has been made in some t-shirt fabric I got again from Little Legs Fabrics, and it's got abstract dots all over it on a denim background, and it's got some of the some of the Summer Lovin fabric in the top. How fab does that look? And then t-shirt number 3 has been made all in jersey, a plain bright pink jersey at the top, and then the fabric at the bottom is actually a French terry, and it was a remnant that I picked up at the Stitch Festival back in March. Wow. And it's got bees all over it, and I fell in love with it, but there was only a small amount of it, so I couldn't make even a full t-shirt. Paid about £5 for it, but it's made a brilliant mix-up tee. The next top is the hack of the Seasons of East dress that I did, and I basically did the body section, lengthened it by a few inches, and then put an elastic cuff band all the way around to cinch it in. And apart from that, it was made exactly as the pattern. Now, I also made this in a jersey fabric, controversially, so it has got a bit of giving because there's no zip to get this on and off. So a hack of the Seasons of East Summer in New York dress that is an easy peasy summer breezy top. This next one, I did make 3 of these, but 2 of them are actually in the wash. So this is the popping pink version of the Tianas Closet Miranda tee, which again is a free t-shirt pattern. It has gathers along a shaped bust line at the front, and then the back is in 3 panels. So I've made mine all in one colour, but actually these could be a perfect alternative to the mix-up tee, couldn't they? Woven probably wouldn't work with this one because it's a more fitted t-shirt, but you could do the top half one colour and the bottom half another, the cuffs and the sleeves to match the bottom. If you've got scraps, so it's a free t-shirt pattern and it's a great scrap buster as well. The next top is the MORIKO top and dress from Notches Patterns. I haven't made the dress version, but now I've made the top and I've made it work for me, then I may well make the dress as well. I've added this strap in here. It doesn't have that on the pattern, it just slashes down there, and it's a one shoulder top if you like, but not great if you need to wear a bra. And being a lady of a certain age, I definitely need a bra on. So I added a modesty strap on this side. The fabric is a Nerida Hansen fabric that I got from, again, Little Legs Fabrics. They're brilliant for your jersey fabrics. So there we have the Notches MORIKO top. This next top is my recent make, and it's the Archipel top from Atelier Scanner. I've made 4 of them so far, and I can see me continuing to make these for spring and summers to come. It's a timeless top. This first one I've taken off the hanger because it doesn't hang well on a hanger, but it's like a standard top at the front. It's got a cute ruffle on the bottom, and then the back is a cute tie finish with a bit of cheeky skin on show. Now this one I've done as a reversible top, so you can pull it through. Get yourself organised, Christine. And I've done it a completely different colour on the other side. And when I show you the trousers, you're going to see the trousers that I've made a cord set for this one. I've also made one in a popping pink rose floral pattern, and this one has got a button back. Now the good thing about this top is that it is fully lined, so there's no raw edges, no raw seams. Really good finish on it, and beginner friendly. There is a sew along for it, and the pattern instructions are very good, even though it's a French pattern company. I've made one also in a viscose linen fabric. Again, this is the button back one with the frill on. In this fabric I got from Lamarzi Fabrics, and I've just used some plain cream viscose to line this, and I've got some shorts that hopefully when you're watching this I will have made, but I haven't at the moment, to make with it, so that it's a cord set for my holes. And then the last one I did in a quite heavyweight cotton poplin fabric. So I didn't put the frill on the bottom of this one, but the tie back hangs really well with the more structured fabric. And yeah, can you tell? I love the Archipel top. Perfect sleeveless summer top. The last top that I've made is a Donny shirt from Friday Pattern Company. It's been made in a beautiful floral linen fabric from Jenny Stitches, and a matching coordinating plain viscose fabric again from Jenny Stitches. This has been made with the idea of making a pair of the pearl pants from Swim Style Patterns in the plain fabric, so it will be a cord, but I've not got round to making them yet because I didn't order enough fabric. So I'm waiting for the last of the green fabric to arrive, and this will be made up as a cord set in end of July, early August sewing. So let's move on to shorts or skorts. Now I've made 1 pair of these and I was going to make more but ran out of time. This is a free pattern from Mood Fabrics, and it looks like a skirt, but it's actually a pair of shorts. So this skirt panel is just on that middle seat section at the front, because there's centre seams down the front of both legs of the shorts, and you add that into the seam on one side. It has a side zip detail, and then it's just shorts at the back. Wish I'd had more time to make some more of these because they are super comfy. They don't have a waistband, it's just a waistband, a waist facing, so they don't dig in and don't make you feel like a trussed up chicken when you're wearing them all day. So very comfy, very stylish. Love them. The next shorts are the Pietra shorts. Whoops. So the next shorts are the Pietras from Closet Core. I've made these in a cotton drill from Pound Fabrics in a rust colour. They have side pockets, very nice deep pockets in them, flat front, and then elasticated back. And they're the same as the Pietra pants that I'm going to show you in a bit, but just the shorts version of them. And then the third and final pair of shorts that I've made are Bermuda shorts. They're the pearl shorts from Swim Style Patterns, my most recent make. Absolutely love, love, love these. If you want to see my honest in-depth review of them, pop back to last Monday's vlog, and the pearl shorts or Bermuda shorts are reviewed on there. Again, no waistband, it's a waistband facing on these, so no trussed up chicken feeling. It's got an invisible zip at the back, pleats at the front and front pockets, but they are also long trousers, and this is the pattern I want to make my green linen trousers in. So watch this space, hopefully these will be made in the next few weeks. So we're getting there. The rail's half empty now, at least. So let's talk about trousers or pants. The first pair are a pair of linen PIETRA pants from Closet Core Patterns, made in a patterned linen from, again, I think this was either Lamarzi or Bornella. Bought it as a remnant, so not available now. They have an elasticated back, as I've already said, and then a nice flat front with deep pockets and front seam details down the front as well. So a nice, easy, breezy pair of pants. Again, these were part of my capsule wardrobe sew-alongs that I did, so I will bob the link for the PIETRA sew-along below if you want to make a pair of the PIETRAs as well. I also made a pair of PIETRAs and took it up a level. I put piping on the tops of the pockets, and then I did, not sure if you're going to see it, top stitching down the middle. The next set of trousers I've got are a Maison Fauve pattern, and they're the Hussard pants or jeans. Now, I made these way back end of March, early April, when I went on my sewing retreat. I love these jeans because they have all the pin tuck detail in the top, above the top pocket. I love the shape of the back yoke, and yes, being me, I've used my machine, my embroidery machine, and embroidered the pockets on the back. I've given them turn-ups, worn these jeans loads and loads. I made a size 40 and they are a perfect fit. So yes, Hussard jeans by Maison Fauve are definitely my go-to slimmer fitting jeans pattern. The last pair of pants or trousers I've made as a cord set to go with my ONIL brows, and they're the free range slacks from Sew House 7. They come with panels in the side, so I've used the side panels to create a panel of fabric that matches the top. They have pockets on the back, and they're just an elasticated waist trouser, reasonably easy to sew, definitely one for a beginner who wants to make trousers and learn some new skills as well. So they're the free range slacks from Sew House 7. And the last pair of pants I've made are the saguaro trousers or pants, and I've made these in the viscose crepe from Wasted Fabrics. These have an elasticated waist, side pockets, nice easy breezy pair of trousers. I shortened the crotch by 1.5 inches because they do come quite high up on me, and probably take about 4 inches off the length. These are ankle length ones, and I've got plans, if I've managed to do them, to make a cropped version to go with my other Archipel top, I forgot the name then. So to make another cord, but that's the long version. So last but not least, let's move on to my very small collection of cardigans and jackets. Now, if you watched my How Many Jackets Are Too Many vlog, I'll pop the link below. You'll know that I have quite a lot of jackets already. So I've been trying not to make them, and that's why there's only this. So I've obviously been succeeding. Not like the dress, don't make any more dresses plan. That's not working at all, is it? So the first one that we've got, I've only made 2 different patterns, and the first one is because it was the sew along as the capsule collection, and it was the TEIFI cardigan from Itch to Stitch. I've made this one as the pattern in a jacquard that's got a knit. It's a little bit of stretch to it. Now the pattern does say structured knits, and this one worked really well in this cream leopard print fabric. Bought it from Guthrie and Garnet ages ago, so I doubt that they will have any in stock. The TEIFI cardigan has 2 pockets on the front, and I would definitely say, other than the collar, it is a beginner sewing pattern, so give it a try as one of your first jackets or cardigans. I then did some pattern hacking. I took the collar off and created facings on the inside instead of the collar. And I've made the short sleeve version in a French terry. This is from Sewing Sanctuary, and they do still have it in stock, so we'll pop the link below for this fabric. Absolutely loving this. And the colours in it go with lots of different outfits as well, so it's very good for a capsule. And then the last TEIFI I did in a stretch denim, just to see how it would turn out, and it's actually come out really well. So if you're after a denim jacket but you don't want to do one that's got all the detail and the yoke and everything else on it, then try the TEIFI. It worked for me because it's got no yoke on the back. It's just one back panel piece, a front panel piece. The only difficult part, as I've said before, is the collar. So bite the bullet. The instructions are really good in the TEIFI, and there is a sew along for this as well. So I will pop the link for the sew along below for that one. And then last but not least in my jackets is the Uno jacket from Sinclair Patterns. How gorgeous is this? It's got a crossbody zip and then a lovely snuggly cowl neck on it. This fabric I'd had in my stash for the longest time, and it's finally got made up into the Uno jacket. So there we go. That's my makes for the last 3 months. I hope you've enjoyed the whistle stop tour of them. I'm now going to go out into the sunshine, try them all on and film them and do my garden catwalk. So sit back, see how they all fit together, and I will see you all next time when I'll be back from my cruise. So lots of chat about that. Take care.